So when you're a child and your first experience or exposure to what love is comes in the form of dysfunction, comes in the form of pain, of emotional detachment, emotional unavailability, on neglect, abuse, ridicule, all of those things, that definitely skews our understanding of what love is. And that sets us up for later in life to misunderstand and misinterpret what healthy attachment, healthy love bonds look like. Because we never experienced that. We learned that it was making ourselves small. We learned that it was forgoing having our own opinions, our own thoughts. We learned that we didn't get to ask for what we need, that we didn't get to say, hey, stop, that hurts me. I don't like that. So our first experience is our experience in the home with our family of origin, or perhaps it is in a foster situation or somewhere where you, whoever it is that's caring for you, is not providing you with that really healthy, loving, nurturing, foundational dynamic that every child deserves and needs. So when you grow up with this warped sense of what love is and what love looks like, clearly that's going to open you up to manipulation, abuse, coercion. Often when we're with a toxic partner, that partner will turn it back on us and say, you're not, if we stand up for ourselves and say, hey, wait, no, this isn't right, they will accuse you of not being loyal to them, say that you don't love them. If you love them, then you would do this. Basically, they're saying that if you love them, that you would put up with their abuse, with their neglect, with their verbal, tearing down of everything about you. But that's not really what love is. So it sets us up so that we don't know how to ask for what we need, for what we deserve, for what we want. So we misinterpret other people and their behavior and the things that they say and do as love, potentially. So it's really important that in your journey to heal from your codependence, because all of this leads to codependency, because it leads to us being so desperate to find affirmation, to find attention, to get love, to find value and self-worth outside of ourselves with other people, that it makes us such chronic people pleasers that we do not set boundaries, that we don't understand what it is we have a right to expect from others in relationships. There is what's a reasonable expectation in a relationship, meaning that these are some standards, some minimums that you should be able to expect in relationships, either in a parent-child or a spouse or romantic partner, or even with a boss, a work relationship, or a coworker or a coworker relationship. There are certain elements of those relationships that you would expect in a healthy dynamic. But when we're codependent, all of that is warped. So we don't know where to draw that line. We don't know where to say, wait, that doesn't feel good. That doesn't feel right. But is that reality? Because we've been taught that that's not real, that doesn't matter, that's just us being oversensitive or too dramatic or too emotional. And so we've learned not to express what we need and learn not to say no. So again, we make ourselves small. We deny ourselves. We don't even know who we are after a certain point. We lose ourselves into what this other person wants or expects from us. So in our healing journey, as we want to try to reestablish our identity, our sense of self, our boundaries, what we like, what we don't like, it is important. It is important that we begin to slowly learn how to acknowledge, first of all, that we have wants and needs and preferences, and then begin to allow those to shape us back into our genuine selves. So don't let somebody else define who you are. And let's get back to understanding that the foundation and our initial understanding of what love is was skewed. It was warped. It is false. So we need to, piece by piece, brick by brick, rebuild that understanding of what a healthy love looks like so that we can begin to experience healthier relationships. So we are happy here at Phoenix Rising to help you work through that journey. We do offer healing workshops that are specifically for codependency. We'd be happy to walk alongside you in this. But we do need to reestablish our genuine self, our genuine identity, and understand truly what unconditional love is, what it looks like in the day-to-day world, but also how to receive it, but how to also give it to others. Because as a codependent, we haven't learned how to actually give love, not a true, genuine love. We do for others to get something from them. We find ourselves, we're nice, we fix other people, we rescue other people, we do things for others so that we can get attention, that we can get praise, that we become valuable to them. We make ourselves helpful and useful in order to try and win love. So it's important that we begin to understand that that's not truly what love is. We don't have to give up ourselves. We don't have to lose ourselves in order to love and be loved. So that's something that we all need to learn. We need to undo and unlearn some of those unhealthy thought processes, and we need to relearn new ones and reprogram those neural pathways in terms of what is good and healthy and what is not. So that is part of that healing journey, and we would love to help you with that.